Yes, indeed. Jiti Ogunye joins us to give his perspective on this arms matter, which is, well, all over the place, actually. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Good morning. Thanks for inviting me.
Well, this matter, the latest one happens to be this $5.7 million. Yes, it's in the front pages, different perspectives on this matter. Also, you've at least you've read up, listened to different arguments on this one. What do you think?
I think that at least we can agree on this. In a shady manner, the monies involved were exported to South Africa in violation of the laws of South Africa. And the South African authorities have every right and power to carry out investigations, and they are doing so. When they conclude the investigations, we all have the benefit of the outcome of their investigation.
Which on the 9.3 or the 5.7?
On both.
No, but this second one.
There's a sequence. There's a sequence.
Paid into an account.
There's a sequence. Look, when you commit money laundering, what do you do it through? You do it through the banks. The fact that this money was paid through the bank allegedly, and that the NSA signed off on it, does not mean that it doesn't have the taint of money laundering. I've had the argument that yes, the NSA signed their end user certificate. So the budgets doesn't a governor sign off a budget before stealing the money?
No, but in this case...
No, I'm just saying. So the fact that you sign off on something doesn't mean that you're not committing a crime.
No, but in this case, will he, if he knows that this is a crime, deliberately sign off on it with the seal of the country?
How many times has the seal of the country been used to commit monstrosities in this country? What's the seal of Nigeria worth in officialdom in this country? And so please, I've heard all the argument about South Africa, why are they doing this? When South Africa jailed Henry Oka and Nigeria was the chief beneficiary, we didn't say that South Africa did something wrong, did we? Please. It's shameful enough for this kind of thing to be happening, but it's doubly shameful for us to be rationalizing it by offering jejune arguments and plausibilities.
Why do you call it rationalizing? Because this is a report published in South African media. They even said at the time that yes, it does show, because contrary to South African government's claim that the argument of Nigeria didn't make sense, they did say, well, actually, the government signed off on this one. They've got documents which published, which the SA government said, well, this doesn't make any sense.
My understanding is that a PR firm offered this argument on behalf of Nigeria and the media published. So it is not that the South Africans are making these arguments. And I'm saying that if in a spate of, say, 3 weeks, first you had money being cargoed physically into a country in violation of the laws of that country, and the second time, you also had another tranche being paid through a bank allegedly, it raises a question of whether that money has something to do with the one that was physically conveyed to that country.
The investigators say that there's no clear link for both transactions now.
So why has the money been seized? If this investigators... Exactly. Even a local bank, if a transaction is suspicious, you might issue a check in exercise of cautious prudence. They may withhold the money and say that we want to find out something, and at the end of the day, they may tender an apology and say, we're sorry. Yeah, but so I'm saying that we cannot, grudge South Africa for investigating, and in the course of that investigation, seize that money. What have they done?
Yeah, but crying about? What about those who have come to the conclusion that this is money laundering, even though investigation is still on?
They have a right to come to that conclusion. Because we do launder money in Nigeria. It's true.
Yeah, but
Look. Before now, as it is said, as it was in the beginning, it's now, and so it may ever be. Look, before now, money had been laundered out of Nigeria. The Abacha money that was seized, how was it laundered?
That doesn't mean we can.
I'm saying that this
money has been laundered does not mean that they shouldn't investigate and say what actually is this about.
What I'm saying, Chamberlain, is that historically Nigeria is a notorious country for money laundering. It's true. That's the fact. And against that backdrop, there can be an assumption that this, until the contrary is proved. So you don't condemn those who are saying that hey, they're just raising hell for nothing.
Okay, but part of the information out there is also that this company in question was registered in South Africa as a broker with an arms dealing, previously registered as a broker with the National Conventional Arms Control Committee. And then they said the registration expired.
I'm saying that still does not erase the possibility that this money has to do with money laundering. Look, you might be a bank.
Yeah,
in England, a lawyer who is a physical embodiment of law, James Ibori's lawyer, was jailed. He's a human being who is supposed to practice law and help justice. He was jailed. So the fact that you had a company registered does not mean that that company, all the institutions that engage in money laundering have corporate entities. So I'm just saying that the fact that you have a registered arm dealer does still not erase the possibility that this has. So, and the South Africans are investigating.
Yeah, look, nothing wrong with possibility.
Just wait. I've had the argument that okay, the South Africa, this might generate a diplomatic row and all that. You know, it's their competition, and the South Africans, you know, are dealing with us and all that. I said, why would they do with you? South Africa is a member of AU. Recently, you recall, AU committed to assisting Nigeria to rid our country of this bloodletting in the name of Boko Haram insurgency. So, South Africa is not an enemy country. It's not a hostile country.
How do we say that for sure?
And I know that for sure. And look, in the released denial by the NSA or on behalf of the NSA, there was a statement and a veiled threat was issued to South Africa, you know, to the fact that South Africa has investments. I've read it in the reports, MTN, DSTV and all that they should know that they have this here. And I say, yes, precisely. Look, the Boko Haram insurgency had even affected the fortune of MTN. How masts were being destroyed in those areas, and for months, people are not being allowed to use their GSM, meaning that their revenue from that area dropped. So why would they frustrate your effort to fight Boko Haram? So I'm saying that it is not correct to say that, well, when another country is saying, let's look at what is going on here. Oh, they are fighting us. They don't want us to succeed.
No, the argument,
it's because we have rebased our economy. It's not because it's the largest. That's why I'm saying that that's silly.
No, but what if what is affected there is insignificant to the amount of money they make on a regular basis in the country? I said, what if what was affected where their mast was, the ones, whichever one, if it was destroyed, what if it's insignificant compared to what the company is actually making in Nigeria?
What was the argument here?
The correlation is that, well, that is just a little fry. I mean, if you lose
so that's why they want Boko Haram to continue.
For those who may argue that, well, that is insignificant.
No, that's because not sequitur. It doesn't follow. It's illogical.
Yeah, but what the question now is this. Nothing wrong with the possibility that it could be money laundering. But those who are saying that, look, we can't come to that conclusion when investigation is still on the part of the South African authorities.
Those who are saying that, those who have intervened on this matter are saying, you have a responsibility to address these issues. And I've not, heard people say that for sure we know that this is money laundering. No, what I said today here is to say that the fact that this has a semblance of legitimacy does not exclude the possibility of it having something to do with money laundering.
Okay, but
money are laundered through banks. So the fact that you pay money through a bank or you have an end user certificate, as people are saying, still doesn't mean that it has nothing to do with money laundering.
Yeah, but